Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Joseph Ward, and welcome to my On the Shoulders of Giants YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you share this channel. And that notification button, click that notification button so every time I drop a new video, you will know what's going on. African history at your fingertips through this channel. You're getting biographies of your sung and unsung heroes right at your fingertips. So tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about On the Shoulders of Giants. Well, you can learn about yourself and we tell our own stories. Peace out. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to my On the Shoulders of Giants YouTube channel. It's Joseph Ward, and let's get right into it. Today's topic, we're talking about what pro-blackness is, and can you be pro-black and not marry black? Is marrying white okay for a person who is considered pro-black? First of all, let's focus on pro-blackness. All right. At the end of the day, pro-blackness is about the building and the maintaining of the black family and the black community. Overall, that's what pro-blackness is. So all of your activities, your mindsets, and everything that you create and build are designed to help to build and maintain the black family and the black community. Exclusively the black family and the black community. Yes, pro-blackness is just as exclusive as somebody being pro-life, pro-women's rights, pro-swimming, pro-whatever. It's exclusive this. So, yes, it's about the black community exclusively building itself up, having the ability to self-actualize like all the other groups that exist. And all other groups are pro whatever group they are. Hispanics are pro-Hispanic. Whites are pro-white. Indians are pro-Indian. So don't come on here with the foolishness like, oh, you sound racist, because it's not about being racist. Being pro-black doesn't mean being against anything else, but it is about the building and the maintaining of the black community and the black family exclusively. That's hence the pro part. I don't know how people, I don't even know how we get to this topic to where we have to explain pro-blackness. Well, actually I do. I do understand that this happens when our media isn't strong enough to control the narratives. And then you have black people who consider themselves as pro-black who have married outside the race and are saying that they are pro-black. Nah, you're not pro-black. You are for the rights of black people. You are for equality for black people. You are for black people, but you're not pro-black, because at the end of the day, pro-blackness goes back to the building and the maintaining of the black family and the black community exclusively. You can't build a black family marrying white. You can't build a black family marrying Indian. You can't build a black family marrying Chinese. You can't build a black family marrying anything outside of black. I mean, you're not going to. Your family's not going to be black. Your family's going to be mixed this and mixed that. And the interest, the overall, and the underlying and the interest of your family would not be totally black. Hence, you're not pro-black. Right? I mean, I didn't think we would have to get to the point we had to explain this stuff, but apparently we do. And pro-blackness is important in these days and times because white supremacy racism exists. If white supremacy racism didn't exist, or any type of supremacy or any type of racism didn't exist, we wouldn't have a need for the pro-black stances that we're taking. Hence, if you look back in history, before the advent of white supremacy racism, there was no need for a unifying idea of blackness. Even though black people did love their blackness, and black people did uplift themselves and enjoy themselves in their blackness, because there was no systems in place telling them that their blackness was bad, telling them that their blackness was inhumane, right? But because those systems are in place now, and those systems have been so persistent over the last 400 or 500 years, we have to make sure that we are uplifting ourselves, because we've been, we've had dirt thrown at us for so long. So that's why we're here, making sure that we explain and understand who we are and where we are in this specific space and time, and how do we help ourselves. One of the best ways to help ourselves is to build for ourselves and maintain what we build and be able to protect what we build. One of our biggest flaws is we never protect what we build. And you've heard me say this plenty of times. If you build it, you must protect it. But in order to build it, especially something that allows for the black community, for black people to self-actualize, we have to have a pro-black mindset, a pro-black way of living, a pro-black way of engineering our future, just pro-black everything, all black everything. And if you can be black and be against pro-blackness, that's cool, but this pro-blackness not gonna stop. And I really don't understand the people who are black and you claim to not be for racism or these other things, but you have an issue with pro-blackness. I don't get how being pro-black is a bad thing. Now, don't get me wrong. Pro-blackness or consciousness of being woke has been portrayed negatively in the media, but so has every other realm of blackness. How has the image of consciousness not be demonized like every other depiction of black life? Right? Yes, you got stupid people in all walks of life, because so many people have really brought into these European mindsets, and there's so many people who really think that they're out of these European mindsets, but nah, you're really not, because your actions show it. But we can't let the actions of a few deter a whole group of people. Just like for those of us who consider ourselves conscious, we don't let the actions of a few Christians, Muslims, Jews, or whatever make us think that we got to throw away everybody who's not conscious or pro-black or whatever, right? Even though I do think all black people should be pro-black, I think all white people should be pro-white, I think all Asians should be pro-Asian. I don't have a problem with people being pro themselves. The problem comes in when your pro comes as a default for me, as something where you're trying to be superior over me now. Now we have an issue where your pro is saying that whatever I am is subordinate to you, is not good enough. And that's where we are in this space and time with white supremacy. And that's why pro-blackness is so important. We have to struggle to love ourselves when we're living behind enemy lines, being caught down by the throes of white supremacy, which has been proven to exist. Systematic white supremacy has been proven to exist. There's enough data and information collected to prove that white supremacy and racism exists. Matter of fact, I just left this training in Orlando. This training talking about HIV and AIDS, and one of the breakout sessions was about structural racism and how structural racism definitely exists in America, and how there's loads and loads of statistical data and information to prove that racism and white supremacy exist in America. It's so much information out there to help prove that. But there's so many people caught up in this idea of, I have to prove to white people that I'm not what they think I am. And it's so funny that oppressed people, black people, are so caught up in showing white people that they're not the demons that white people say we are. But white people have no problem being the demons that we say they are and more. White people don't give a damn if we say that they are terrorizing us. Guess what they're going to keep doing? Especially those who support white supremacy. Guess what they're going to keep doing? Terrorizing us, because they don't give a damn about us the way we give a damn about them. We're too welcoming, and there's too much history out there to let us know that we don't owe anybody anything. We don't have to be welcoming to white people and white supremacy. But what we have to be welcoming to, what we should be welcoming to, is pro-blackness and anything that promotes the liberation and upliftment of the black family and the black community. That's what we should be on. Hence, my brother Carl Tone Jones's documentary, The Independence Day Project, which is a documentary that outlines, and you've seen, I have an interview with Professor Carl Tone Jones here on this channel. Go check it out, where it outlines what black people need to do to create an independent black community. Why an independent black community is important. And we need to be working towards that. I mean, I don't know no other way to put it. And I keep saying the same things over and over, and I hate to sound so repetitive, but it is what it is. It's not rocket science, but social engineering is so powerful. So powerful that the patterns that we've created, or the patterns that we've brought into that were created for us, that we've just continued to cycle over and over again, these patterns have left us to where we can't even properly take a stand against establishments. We're begging people to not shoot us. Police. We're mad at the Waffle House. We're mad at Starbucks. But we don't have to give Waffle House and Starbucks our money. Black people unofficially made Waffle House the black folk spot, and now we acting like we can't give it up. Hey man, but there's several things that we could do. We could start buying these. We could put our money together, stop buying stupid stuff, and buy these Waffle Houses. Create groups. That's what the white folks do. They create groups of owners and buy stuff. We can do that. That will help cut down on a lot of the altercations that we're having at these businesses. If Starbucks coffee trash anyway to me, so go to black coffee shops. And if not, hey man, buy you a Starbucks. Get a super group together, buy you a Starbucks. Make it the black spot, at least you, and make it give back to the black community. There are plenty of things that we could do to better our situation, but we continue to complain. I'm not on here to complain. That's why it took me a little minute to come back with another video, because for one, I don't want to just be complaining, and two, I don't want to be on here just talking, just making the video, just talking because I feel myself or whatever. I like to always make sure that I have something relevant and useful to say. And I think that this topic about pro-blackness is relevant and useful, and it's necessary, because we don't need to get it twisted about pro-blackness. There's nothing wrong or damaging or bad or anti anybody else when it comes to pro-blackness. But it is about the building and the maintaining of the black family and the community exclusively, right? The same exclusivity that the Chinese had to create Chinatown. Same exclusive. You know, the being able to be exclusive. I just told that word up, but exclusivity that the Koreans got to build Koreatown or Russiatown or Italian or Little Italy or all these different towns that these other racial and ethnic groups, or more so ethnic groups, have been able to create for themselves, which is pro them being themselves. Even though I tore up the word exclusivity, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. But it's always, when it comes to black people doing for self, it's always labeled as a bad thing. But when other people do it, they're praised. And so, a lot of times, we as black people, we buy into the foolishness that if we're looking out for self, then we're being wrong. We're being no better than our racist counterparts, which is crazy, because everybody's supposed to do for self. Black people are the only people in this white supremacy thing who don't get it. We've been kicked around so long that we think this is normal. And it's not. It's not normal being on the bottom. It's not normal being oppressed. It's not normal depending on your oppressors for your liberation, because you will never become free. Never become free. That's why we're not even really where we're supposed to be now, because we really expected Abraham Lincoln and these other people to free us, which never really, truly happened. It just transformed slavery and racism and all these things to a new way of existing. They found another way to make money off of us. So that's what it is. Pro-blackness is for me, it's for you. I encourage all black people to become pro-black. And because pro-blackness is about the building and the maintaining of the black family and community exclusively. and it's for our own good. Doesn't mean that we're going to be terrorists to anybody else. Doesn't mean we're going to be against anybody else. That means we're just super for us. And if anybody else got a problem with it, which that's their problem. Because it's nothing wrong with any group being for themselves. Because all other groups do it all the time. It's just black people always get a bad rap when we do for self. So let's continue to do for self and keep it going. Wukusu, wake up, clean up, stand up. I holla.